Hello again.
Hello.
We are here with another Q&A video.
Yes, I'm so excited. Oh my god, I wanted another one of these so bad.
Um,
I didn't answer you because my phone was dead and it was charging on the couch. I'm so sorry. Like, there was no way I was going to be able to talk
yeah,
to
we were actually doing
We were recording
videos.
videos, so that's why I didn't have my phone near me because, like, I'm like ADD. I would have gotten distracted, but, like...
And I think I heard my phone going off and I put it aside, not
I
thinking
completely thought
be
it was our
you.
Discord chat.
Oh my god.
I did hear your phone go off. I thought it was the Discord chat.
So I put it on the couch. I think when I first heard it go off, it wasn't you yet, but...
No. Because we didn't want to get distracted because it's so important that we get quality content to you, into your eyeballs.
And Lord knows we already have trouble concentrating sometimes.
Yes.
Okay.
I ran out of my Adderall, so I'm having fun.
Q&A number 2. Let's just get right into this. Did I get this right?
Hell yeah.
Yes.
I'm assuming so. I don't know what that
I
means.
don't know what you meant, but yes.
Yes.
You got it right. So instead, because we don't give a proper answer for this, about whether Willow should be shiny or not, we thought yes.
Hell yeah. I like the contrast with her like dark complexion and like the white hair.
The white hair. Yeah, that looks really
I
good.
kind of had that going on with my I was gonna do that with my I was gonna make a Volcarona, but I decided not to do that. But yeah, I was gonna have that because I like the contrast of the light hair and the dark skin. It's very nice.
Yes. All right. I'm also just gonna go over this one. I did say this in the Facebook chat, but just in case you didn't know, I'm gonna go over just really quick. For the species that you were missing, Colleen's a mammoth swine. Orpheus is an aromatase. Garnet is a magnemite. Kristen's an Empoleon. Estella's an amoongus. She's one of the carrots that I showed you.
And then Operetta is a Scolipede.
Operetta is Plot Scolipede.
And then other characters that are Gen A Pokemon we will not get into.
Yeah.
And Parfait is a Squirtle.
Yeah, Parfait definitely is a Squirtle. That's definitely not a joke at all.
No,
but to go over the characters that you had question marks with,
Colleen is a Mammothswine. Yeah.
No. I meant like these other ones. Aiden is a Riolu, Nicholas is a Volcarona. Those are correct. Cinch is a Porygon-Z. That is also correct. Ezekiel is a Dusknoir, yeah. Those are all accurate. I think those were all of them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Also, we will not pronounce Allie's name wrong anymore. So.
Who?
Where's Miracle?
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, sorry about that. That was just a genuine guess.
Also, we read the backstory, and it's all...
Yes, it's all good.
Yes, it's all good. We understand now. So, anyways, question number 2. So, let me just do some on-the-fly editing here. Because this is a big one. Alright, so...
I love how she took that literally, like our joke.
Wait, which one?
No, the one where like we had jokingly said, well, he wouldn't do that, but I like how she uses that as an example. Yes. I'm not making fun of her or you, Cherry, but I thought that was funny that she did use that as an example.
Yes.
Okay. So, when Alicia's dad was sending her stuff, Alicia thought that was Damon. Specifically, because what would basically happen is that Alicia would have a list of stuff that she would want or need, and Damon would present that to Miss Verdun, and Damon would be like, Alicia needs this, that, and the third, and she's really special, so she's gonna get it, and blah blah blah, and Miss Verdun would be like, yeah, whatever. Basically, I want to kind of better explain the dynamic in which Ms. Verdun and Brontes kind of interact, because I didn't go into too much detail about that, and I had realized that maybe that's context that you needed. Basically, what happened is that Brontes took Alicia to the orphanage, and he basically begged Ms. Verdun to let Alicia stay there because she wasn't safe in her home. And Ms. Verdun was like, well, you can't really do that. I need the mother's permission. What the hell are you doing? And he like, we're not a daycare service. I can't just take your kid.
No.
And he's like, but she's not safe at my house. I can't protect her from my wife, and I can't leave my wife alone.
No.
Is basically what he said. And Ms. Verdun was like, well, you know, if you do this, you could get into legal trouble because your wife could come after you if you're lying to me. And he's like, I don't think that will happen.
No.
And she's like, well, you know what? Okay. What's the plan here? And he says, I'm going to come back for her eventually. So he's like, so she says, well, you don't want her to be adopted then? He's like, no. She's like, well, this is an orphanage, sir. I don't know what you want from me. And he's like, look, I'm going to come back for her. Just like, please, could you do me this favor? I'll do anything you want. I'll give you money. I'll do anything. She's like, I don't want your money. Like, what the? So she basically kind of like humors him. She's like, okay, well, I guess we'll do this because I don't want to see kids get hurt. I don't want a kid hurt on my watch. If you are telling the truth, then, you know, that's what you told me. You're going to be the one getting in legal trouble. I have nothing to do with this, is basically what she says. I don't know if that's actually true. That seems true. I looked into it. It kind of, whatever. Yeah. The story needs to work, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm just really excited because, like, I didn't expect to hear from you, Terry.
No, it's okay.
I'm, like, excited.
It's okay, but it's, like, 1 a.m., so we
You're 1 a.m.
It's true, I'm 1 a.m.
You're 1 a.m. So he drops her off there. And so they kind of stay in, like, a kind of correspondence, because once in a while he'll be like, is there anything that Alicia needs? And then she'll be like, well, this, that, and the third. By the way, when are you coming to get her? You know, kind of shit.
Working on it.
So he'll give her stuff, but the issue is that Alicia does not know that it is from him. And Ms. Verdun, I guess, doesn't feel like it's her place to say that, because she doesn't want to instill any kind of false hope, I guess, Alicia. So she's not really hiding it so much as just not saying anything.
Not collecting it.
And so Damon is taking the credit because Damon is an asshole.
Well, see, basically, like what he's thinking is like, well, I asked for these things.
Because he doesn't know it's from her dad either.
Yeah,
It's not like he's hiding it from her either.
He's like, well, I asked for these things, and then we got these things.
So it was me.
So, because I asked, we got these things. He's not saying, like, I went out and bought these things for you, but he's saying, like, because I asked, we got these things. He's taking the credit,
purely. Yeah, no, so that's kind of...
it's not malicious.
No, but it's very him, though.
Yeah.
It's very him, the way that he takes care of Alicia, and the way that he wants to provide for her and stuff. That's just kind of... It's very him, is what I'm trying to say. So what did she think of it? She doesn't know. I don't know what she'd feel about it. I feel like she'd be really mad that Damon didn't tell her, but Damon would be like, I didn't know.
Well, he didn't, so...
No, but he didn't, so... I feel like she'd have very complicated feelings about it, and for the next question, does Alicia return his feelings? That's also very complicated. Short answer is, yeah.
She'd want to, but, like, she's very conflicted about it.
Yeah, because, like, she feels kind of betrayed by him, because... Basically, she tried to tell him that, hey, I think Mom's crazy, and he didn't believe her because he didn't want to think that his wife was capable of doing anything like that, and then she got the burn, and then it was really obvious, and he felt awful about it, as I think I said before, but to just kind of touch on that again. So, yes, but, it's like a yes, but. So, like, she feels betrayed by him, but she still wants him kind of back in her life, but at the same time she's kind of like, oh, well, like, you know, I need to show him that I can be happy on my own just as much as I need to show Mom that I can be that way, and, like, you know, kind of like a...
Yeah.
So, yeah. Would she even recognize him if he did show up? Yes. Because she definitely remembers what he looks like. She definitely remembers all of that.
I don't think he's changed very much.
No, I don't imagine.
Might look a little more tired, but...
He always looks tired.
I know, but he might look a little more
tired. As I've said
now.
Before, I don't think this is a reference against the stand-up reference. He's just Concernicus all the time. Yes. That's his entire being, is just being concerned.
Yes. Alright, so that's that one.
Yes.
Let's move on to number 3, which...
What are Susie and Violetta like?
Is another big one, and I'm gonna expand this.
Expand on.
That is a very, very large question.
Yeah, let's try to keep that in the center, yeah.
Alright.
Okay, because we got the message about the things being off to the side. I was laughing my ass off because, like, the fact that some text was missing on the screen, like, and I saw the Seeking Luminescence art, by the way, top notch, like, I was screaming, but, like, some details were kind of lost in translation because I mumble a lot, and, like, you and some of the names weren't like, so like I just thought it was really funny. I'm like, oh, of course, like something else has to be not going right, but no, I just thought it was funny. So yeah, we're gonna be kind of squishing it in the center from now
All right.
on. What are Susie and Violetta like? Okay, so Susie is my character. Susie, just to be very, very quick about it. She's very like
Again, 2 sentences or less.
2 sentences or less. Okay.
Just very concise.
Bubbly, not really great at English. She's doesn't really battle. She kind of is like just optimism, kind of like really just sweet kid, good kid, kind of like, you know, the irresponsible to Violetta's responsible.
Yeah, basically, because she's the despite being
the older sister, she acts like the younger sister.
Yeah, because Violetta is the younger sister technically, even though they're twins, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, no.
Even though she is the evolved one, and
yeah,
Susie is not.
No.
Violetta is very quiet, very words.
She keeps to herself a lot. She likes being kind of like, I think like she likes being a person that people can lean on. She's very responsible. She is good at fighting, but she would rather just kind of like not cause fights.
No.
But she can kick your ass.
She doesn't like getting in fights, but she is good at battling.
Very patient.
Yeah.
So they're very much foils to each other. Where Violetta's like responsible and patient. Susie is not. Susie talks a lot, even though her English is very poor. Violetta doesn't talk that much, but her English is also pretty poor.
Yeah, she doesn't speak much because she doesn't have that great of a grasp of the language.
No.
But that's I think that's a quick way of describing those.
Yes.
I guess
we'll just go in order.
Over the other one. Colleen is kind of a weird one. She has a thing where she's very sensitive to smells. So she doesn't like being near anything that would cause her to like smell anything.
Yes.
So she doesn't like battling. She doesn't like sports or anything because sweat is a very strong smell. And she doesn't like that. There's a lot of things like that. With positive smells, it's not that bad, but
like for example, she likes to smell books, so she reads a lot. She mostly just keeps to herself because she doesn't like other people and their smells.
Yeah, just because like that's like, it's almost like it's like contained, like no other things in there. But like other than that, like she's like she might come off as like kind of like rude or snippy because like.
She doesn't like being near people, and
that's the thing. Like, she just has really intense reactions, so it makes her seem more snippy than she actually is.
Yeah, no, that's how I describe her. She comes off very rough around the edges.
But she's very. In essence, she's nice. She just has her.
Oh, no, she's very sweet when you get to talking to her, but like she has very like intense reactions to meeting people at first, to where you can kind of get like off put.
Yeah. It's just she's had some trouble.
We did like one test scene with her, and like how I was introduced to this character, where it was I approached her and then she turns around and she was like, "Oh, what did you have for like lunch?" And my character was like, "I had lunch like hours ago."
And she's like, "I can still smell it."
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, I'm so what the fuck?" Like he was like mortified, but he's like, "I ate like it's almost dinner time now. Like what the fuck?"
Yeah. So that was
So yeah, that was how I was introduced to her, and she came off very strong. I was like, "Whoa, lady!"
Again, the thing with a lot of these characters is that they're still
very much in beta at this point.
Very much, yeah. They're still very much subject to change. These other ones, Susie and Violetta are pretty solid. Pretty solid. Yes. They're not going to change much, but these other ones have.
They are very much asterisk. Yeah, subject to change.
Because we have for some of these except Operetta, who's not one of our characters because she's plots.
Yes, and we're not going to talk about her because
we can't really talk about her very much. You want to go for an Orpheus?
Yes, Aiden. He's very much asterisk.
You're skipping Orpheus?
Oh, I'm skipping Orpheus? I didn't read that. I'm sorry. Okay. Orpheus, I can actually talk about Orpheus.
Yeah, Orpheus.
Orpheus is very, very quickly a very awkward boy. He comes from a family of like morticians, I guess.
Yeah.
Like they work around like dead bodies and shit and like funeral homes and stuff, and like so he that's kind of the family business. So he kind of has like this like not fascination with death, but like he's got all this medical knowledge.
He's like a fascination with like medical stuff.
Yeah, very awkward, and he's very shy and he wants friends, and so
his party trick is to
tell
spout
you weird,
random facts.
gross facts.
Yeah.
Like he'll sense awkward silence and he'll say, the human brain is like 8 pounds or something, and then like it's like, what the fuck?
So you know that if you stretch out your intestines, you can like
do this, that, and the third, or
wrap like around the world twice or whatever.
Yeah, no, like something. Yeah. He's from Kalos, so he kind of has like a little bit of an accent, and he doesn't know body parts in English, so like he'll like say like the French names.
The French equivalents, yeah.
But yeah, no, you
especially for medical stuff.
Especially for medical
stuff.
You
might like go with like Latin names a lot.
Yeah. So that's him. He's more solid. I have more of an idea of what I'm doing with him.
Yeah. He's one of the higher ones.
Yes. So next is Aiden. He's my Ryolu character. I don't know what I'm doing with him. I don't want him to just be like energetic, athletic boy, because I've done that and I don't want to do that again. And
I know that's the one that you're currently like struggling with the most.
Yeah, no, because I'm like, I don't want, like, because I've already made a bunch of characters like that where I've done different twists on it, but I'm like, I don't want to do that again because that's like a borderline stereotype for me at this point.
Yeah, I can see that, but I'm sure you'll figure out something.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's with him. Like, your guess is as good as ours at this point.
Yeah, no, I'll figure it out by the time this video comes out. I don't know. I cannot tell you a damn thing about him.
I guess we kind of have to squeeze two together here, and we're gonna have to do that later again. You want to talk about Nicholas?
Yeah, I can talk about
Nicholas. And his friend.
Yes, Nicholas has a friend. Okay, so Nicholas is kind of like he goes by Nick for short. He's kind of like the responsible type. He's a nice guy. Kind of like Big Brother type. Kind of like like he'll like help you with your homework and teach you to like play sports and shit. I don't know.
Especially when you're not the brightest bulb in the box.
Yes. Okay, so Nick has a friend, and the friend is Kristen. We'll skip ahead a little bit. They're very good friends, and you can talk about her, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, we can. I feel like we can lift the curtain on these two. Cause, like,
do you want to do that? Because that's not really a big thing.
No, because it's a thing that like they would discuss in character. It's just like for the other characters, it's a secret.
Yes. Okay. So Nick and Kristen, they're battlers.
Yes, they're battlers.
That's not their.
What do you mean? That's not
like
their...
Nick and Kristen
are. They're fake names.
Those are not their real names.
Basically, what happened is that they're another duo from Sinnoh.
Yes.
It's just that like they barely missed the boat on the big tournament last summer.
They basically got booted out by Frigid Manor. If Frigid Manor were not the up and comers, they would have been in the tournament.
Yeah, they would probably
because the way I picture it is that like there's one or two sometimes up and comers that like are just like above and beyond everybody else, and they boot out a team from their region. Yeah. Whoever scored like lower. Yeah. Or like whoever did like really bad or something. So like let's just say we have Kanto, and then we have Foresight, and we have the Knee Duo. Like let's just say that like there's a new up and coming team from like Kanto. The Knee Duo could potentially get booted out by them, and they would not perform, or would not participate.
They would have not been in the tournament.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of the way that it works. The way I picture it, I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, they basically couldn't attend.
Basically, like they were just like not as good in preliminary tournaments as those two were. So
yes.
So they kind of got like again not kicked out.
They got like edged out. Yeah.
But. It's kind of like, kind of gotten them down a little bit, so they're like, well...
Maybe we need to start from the ground up.
Yeah, maybe we could, like use some time, like, get a little bit of extra training and extra thing, but we don't really want people to know that it's us going there, because, like, it's kind of embarrassing, because Kristen's thing, or Crescentia, as her real name is, she's not... Like I said, she's not very bright.
Yes.
And she mostly won a lot of battles just purely on power, but it's become kind of clear that she's lacking the fundamentals a little bit in, like,
Yeah.
being a little bit more smart about it.
And Nick can only teach her so much.
And like she's kind of like, she doesn't really want to admit that that she would be needing this kind of help.
Because it's kind of like he wants to help her, but she gets really stubborn about it, and then he just kind of like lets her win, kind of shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So like he can give her the help that she needs, but like it's a little embarrassing to be like, hey, I guess I'm gonna go back to school now.
Yeah. No. So that's kind of why.
So they kind of I don't know if they hide it very well, but they do hide the fact that
because any battling fan could be like, hey, that Volcarona and Empoleon are hanging out a lot. You two are kind of like them battlers. It's, oh, ha ha ha, no.
No, they do act very different than what they do in
yeah, no. Just to be very very quick, they when they battle, Chrissy kind of acts like very very like kind of like regal, refined, kind of like very like snooty almost, I guess. And Nick acts like a fucking like alien.
Yeah.
Like he's like this threatening like Tron looking dude. Like he like acts like a psychopath when he battles.
Yes.
Like he's the most threatening thing alive. Like he's the stuff of nightmares. Like she's like queenly, and he's like her crazy fucking bodyguard kind of shit. Like
that's basically their story.
Yes.
And we'll go into them more in their own video, but that's to give you a basic idea. It's basically they're battlers. They're both like age appropriate for going to school still, but like they were battlers, but they like kind of fell out of being in like the top two teams. So they kind of they're kind of going here to kind of like catch up on on some battling basics. We're skipping Parfait for now. Let's just talk about Garnetta.
We'll talk about Garnetta.
There's a reason we're skipping Parfait. It's not because she's a Squirtle.
It's not because she's a Squirtle. Okay, so Garnetta is my Magnemite. Garnetta has just I guess I'll talk about her appearance. She has like this monitor thing covering her face, and it makes little emoticons and stuff. And she has this controller with a keyboard that she carries around, and she types on the keyboard, and it talks for her. And she kind of covers her face. She's like a tech genius, so like she likes tinkering with shit, and like, and she, I guess I can talk about kind of like what I think her backstory kind of is. Yeah, sure. Basically, I'd imagine she was in some kind of like fire or something like very sudden, where like she has like all these ugly scars on her face, and so she covers it with the monitor.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of her thing. Like she doesn't, like she can talk, but she doesn't.
No.
You know, she kind of uses the monitor to emote and talk for her and stuff. She's kind of mischievous. She's nice, though, and she's easy to get along with. She likes battling.
Yeah.
She's really good at battling. And I would kind of describe her as just she's easy to get along with. She's from Fior.
Yes.
So she speaks Italian.
Yes.
And also English, but her English is very good.
Yes.
So you would hardly notice.
All right, now backtracking to Parfait.
Parfait. Okay.
Do you want to just talk about?
Parfait so Parfait and Amber are sisters.
Yes.
Parfait is a Squirtle, but Amber is
also a Squirtle.
I was gonna pretend she was something else, but no, she's a Squirtle.
No, because they're the same.
They're both Squirtle.
Squirtle.
Yes. Amber is a shiny Squirtle.
Yes, she's a shiny Squirtle.
Yes.
But she is the older sister, Amber.
Yes. And Parfait is the younger sister. Amber is like 17, and Parfait is like 15. Yeah.
She has 2 years on her.
Yes. Parfait and Amber are friends of somebody.
Oh no! I thought you meant that those two were they're friends with each other.
I was going to talk about.
Oh yeah, no, you can.
Okay, yeah. They're friends of Cathare, and the kitties.
Yes.
But mostly the boys.
Yes.
Amber and Cathare are an old fling. They used to date, and
but
now they don't.
Not anymore.
No, she hates him now.
Yeah. It's a shame, but.
So very quickly, Parfait is very like small. She's cutesy. She likes attention. She she is kind of a foil to Sakiko in a weird way, where like they both kind of act like they're very little and they act like they're cute and they where with Sakiko, that's just genuinely how she is. Parfait, like, kind of does it for, like, attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a nice way to put it.
And she kind of, she does very well at hiding that, though.
Yeah, no, because with Sakiko, it's genuine. Like, she just acts like that. But with Parfait, like, it's kind of an act.
Yeah, and not many people have caught on to that.
No.
Except for one person.
Yeah, no, Amber swears up and down that Parfait is the devil.
And she might be on to something.
Amber, I guess you can talk about her because that's your character.
Yeah, she's, how would you describe her?
Pretty low-key.
Yeah.
Kind of like, very, very, kind of punk in a way. She's very, like, she doesn't put up with people's shit. She's, like, very blunt, very, she's not hard to get along with, though, but, like, she looks kind of like she's, like, she's just, like, kind of, like, I jokingly am like, oh, she's kind of, like, hates the world, but, like, kind of.
She kind of hates the world.
Like, she's just fed up with everybody's shit, kind of.
She kind of hates the world, and her sister's partially to blame for it.
Yeah, no, so, like...
Basically, the way that their dynamic is that, she used to just, like, you know, kind of do her own thing, but her sister was very good at
baking and confections and stuff.
And that was kind of their family thing, so she then proceeded to get
all the love and attention,
and she kind of resents her for that also.
Yes. So
and also she's the devil.
You see, but so you can be like, oh, is it just a jealousy thing?
Like, that's what people write it off as.
Yes, because it's easy
to easy to just write it off as like, oh, she's just jealous because like she has like, you know, she often seems that way, but she really isn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's very easy for her to seem that way. But
and as for Parfait loves her big sister.
Yeah.
Parfait wants to be just like her big sister.
Which is why they dress similar, but one of them is a goth and the other one is like a goth that a rainbow threw up on.
Yes.
It's still not saying what they are, but I mean that's an accurate description.
Yes. So I think we're done there.
Yeah, I think we're done.
Okay, next is Ezekiel.
He is Anantha's younger brother.
And if that doesn't scare you, it should.
And I can already hear you go, oh boy.
Again, if that doesn't scare you, it should.
Because much like how she kind of, you know, went back on her little rampage on getting back at her old bullies, he's kind of similar. At least, like, he likes to basically he likes to think that he's the bully of other bullies.
Yeah,
he kind of like goes ahead and like picks on them. Like
he would learn about like Castor, for example, because Castor kind of acts like that, and he would beat the shit out of Castor.
Or at least try to. I don't know if he would actually like go ahead and do it.
He would threaten to at least, and he's
but
like
he would
a
like
dude.
Get on his case completely.
Yes.
But he might not be as genuine as his sister or because his sister was like, she was legitimately mad at the bullies, but he might have some other motives, and I think we'll leave it at that for now.
No, he's interesting.
He's a little bit more sneaky in that regard.
Insane though, it runs in the family.
Yeah, this is true.
Okay, so here's Seamus, and ironically, his lady isn't on here. And by lady, I don't mean girlfriend.
No, I do not mean no.
No, absolutely not. Gagging with a spoon. Okay, so I guess I'll talk about Seamus first, because Estella isn't on here.
Yeah, we'll talk about Estella in a little bit.
Yeah. Okay, so Seamus
because
is...
they like the other characters that we talked about together, kind of go hand in hand.
Seamus is, I can't say what Pokemon he is, because he's a new one. He's basically like, he's a butler to Estella, and he has been working for her for only like maybe 6 months prior to the start of the story.
Yes. I want to chime in here though for a second and say that Estella is I think I told you this. I don't remember what exactly I told you, but she's an actress.
Yes.
She acts in movies and she
like
is,
movies that in verse characters would recognize.
Yeah, like they'd be like, "Oh, I've seen that movie. You were in that."
Because she's like extras and bit parts and stuff.
Yeah, like she likes to, she's been like, oh well, I've been in these big movies. I mean, surely you've seen those movies. She must recognize me from that.
Yes, and she thinks she's a real hotshot, and so that's why she kind of has a butler. It's purely a status symbol.
Yeah, it's mostly a status symbol, but she also thinks it's very convenient.
Yes. So I guess we'll talk about how they met very briefly. She was on set for a movie, and he was kind of interning. He went to like film school or something, so he was kind of interning as like I forget what the name of the job is, but basically the bitch boy on set runs and gets coffee for people and shit.
The coffee man.
Yes, the coffee man. And so basically he was so good at his bitch quests that she was like, I want to hire you. And he's like, what? And she's like, yeah, I want to hire you. And I want you
I want you to do this permanently for me. Cause like...
And he's like, well, what's the pay? And then I guess they kind of... and he was.
I mean, the pay must be good enough if he sticks around because.
Yeah, no, he gets paid extra to dress like a girl.
I mean, if you want to put it like that.
No, he kind of wears a floofy butler outfit and like.
It's not. He doesn't literally have to dress like a girl.
No. He actually likes that. He's like he's in touch with his feminine side a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he doesn't like her. He will gladly do bitch quests for like any other person because he likes helping people. Like his like doing like butler type tasks is like he likes doing that. Like he like. It doesn't bother him at all. Like, he likes doing things for other people. He likes doing that kind of shit. But for Estella, he hates it.
Yeah.
Like, he just can't stand her.
He also just likes being away from her. So anything to do that.
Yes. So, as for Seamus kind of as a person, he's like very snarky battle butler type. It's Damon if Damon hated Alicia.
Yeah, basically.
Kind of. But he's not nearly as weird as Damon. Like he's fairly down to earth.
Yeah, he's a pretty normal guy, but he's just like stuck with the girl who completely has
her head up her own ass.
I was gonna say in the clouds, but yes, up her own ass could also work.
And then you can talk about Stella, I guess, if I haven't said anything or if there's something I missed.
I mean, we've basically like upon like with like touching on her there, like I think we've said
she basically thinks she's way more important than she is, and so she's kind of hard to talk to in that sense because she's like, why don't you know who I am? Like, you should be treating me like I'm important, kind of personality.
Yeah, she demands more respect than she maybe really deserves, but.
And as for Operetta, I'll let Plot answer that.
Yeah, we will.
I'll get back to him on that.
Probably let Plot do. He's been busy, so like...
He's been super busy.
So we figured we wouldn't even, like, ask him to be here.
No. He works at a grocery store, and, like, the world is fucking ending, so, like, yeah.
Yeah, but,
like, he said he didn't have a day off until, like, next Thursday.
Yes. So, similarly, question number 4, after I get the others off screen.
Are Flame's parents still alive? I wouldn't know. That's a plot question.
Well, I mean, clearly, we have to give a shark bite answer. So, they're alive, but they're stuck in an alternate dimension. So, her country is literally burning to the ground as we speak because her parents are not there and she's not there either. So, there you go.
Badly answered question again.
Badly answered question. All right. So... What about Lynn's parents?
Okay, Lynn's parents. So basically, there's like,
Is it safe to say that his parents don't really matter?
Yeah, no, I mentioned this in the other Q&A video, but I think I'll touch on that again. Lynn's parents aren't anything. He's the king. His parents are commoners.
Yeah.
So
but they are alive, and I guess he just has like.
He
decent bond with them.
Yeah, no.
I mean, as much as like anybody who gets thrown in the ocean by his parents.
But that's their custom.
I know.
That's their custom. That's normal.
I know, but why are you so upset? Is it because your father threw you off that cliff?
No, he has a very good relationship with his parents. I haven't thought much about his family, frankly.
No.
But as for his country, I'd imagine that, like, because of the way that their system of government works, where, like, the king is in power for however long he lives, and then there's, like, kind of, like, a passing of rights ceremony, there are people who are, like, protectors of the throne, and they kind of run that shit. So I'm assuming that there's, like, retainers and shit that kind of are running the country while he's gone.
Yeah.
Like, as, like, figureheads, sort of. So, yeah, no, his country's fine.
Yeah. I guess that's fine.
So don't worry about him.
Nope. I'm gonna condense number 6 into a very simple thing. Ships. I actually didn't know about Carver and Willow. That was news to me when I read that.
Huh?
Carver and Willow.
Oh, that's new. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh,
I didn't know
cute.
that either.
That's cute.
That's the thing. So.
Okay,
cool.
So ships.
That she doesn't
know about. Okay.
See, the problem is that like
we have plans, but we can't really.
Yeah, there's a lot of characters who like.
However, we do have a couple things that we can share.
Yeah, you can share a couple ones.
A ship for you. Okay, so I'll kind of explain this kind of love triangle-ish thing going on here. Kato has a crush on Parfait.
Yes.
She doesn't return those feelings.
What a surprise.
Yeah. But there is someone who does like Kato.
Yes.
And that's the character that's not listed here in the picture.
Oops.
Yes. Keisha. Keisha has a crush on Kato.
Yes.
Because she can't understand English, and that's a big boon here. He's awkward.
Is it ever.
He's very awkward. And as for the bigger kitty, Cather has a crush on Melanie.
Yeah. Lord knows why.
Lord knows why.
And I hope at this point, like, if you're watching this, you have watched that video.
The video, because you're going to be like, what the fuck?
And if you haven't, this would be a good time to watch that one.
Yes.
And then you come back here, you're like,
There has shit taste, and he does. He just wants to get fucking stepped on, okay? Like, he just looked at her and he's like, I want you to step on me. I'm very sorry. And she's just like, what the get the fuck out of my face.
But yeah, I think that's
all we can really expound upon at this point.
For now, we're also kind of still
we're
stuff
mixing
together
and matching some characters. We're trying to get things. Oh, should we mention that? Or do you think we should leave it?
I said leave it for now.
Okay, leave it. All right.
You gotta leave some surprises.
I do have to leave some surprises. Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah, you're right.
All right. What's the fun in already knowing?
Yeah, you're right.
Knowing everything, right? All right. So.
No, he has nightmares about her.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Hunter definitely knows about Cassandra, and he was there during, like, the big fight that they had that I mentioned, like, when they were kind of reunited later. He was there for that, and he's absolutely terrified of her. Like, she's, like, the stuff of nightmares to him.
Yeah.
Like, he's easy to scare, but, like, yeah, no, he doesn't like her. Just, like, he just is scared of her. Yeah. Like, she's terrifying to him.
No.
So short answer, yes. Now, before the fallout, the first time that Hunter met Cassandra was when Cassandra and
was during the fallout.
Was during the first falling out of Laurel and Cassandra. So he didn't even really officially meet her. That was the first and last time that he had seen her until they were adults later on.
All right, so I think that answers that one, right?
Yes, I wanted to make sure I answered that fully.
All right, so now we're gonna. I apparently it made it into a face.
Yes. Are Cassandra's and or Laurel's parents still alive? Yes, they are both still alive. Cassandra's mother and father are both alive, and Laurel's parents are both still alive.
Can't get rid of them.
Unfortunately, yeah. No, you'd think. No, but they are still alive.
Yes.
For what little that's worth.
Yeah, I don't think either.
They're not really
interacts with their parents much.
Cassandra does not speak to her parents, and Laurel also has not spoken to her parents since she was like 16. Mm-hmm. So like they're alive,
happens
but it's
when they
like
disown you.
Yeah, it happens. It happens when they treat you like shit and disown you.
Oops. Oh well.
Yep.
Yeah. To make a long story short.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she's not happy. She's absolutely not happy.
Nope.
Is there more detail to go about in there, or?
No.
No.
No, that's a story for another day.
That's a story for another day. But yeah, she's very, very aware.
She's painfully aware.
And she's not happy.
She's not happy.
She's not happy.
Not happy at all. These are both plot questions, so we will not answer them properly. Who did he live with?
Aliens.
His aunt who owned the parrot. How to say media's old battling coach. Craigslist. Okay, so that we got. Has he ever tried a prosthesis? Yes. I guess that's the.
I never even thought about it.
That's the short answer to that one. Okay, so.
Am I allowed to know Miyu's backstory? No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Let me actually see if I can kind of like wiggle my way through this one.
It's language. It's all linguistics at this point. It's all up to you.
All right. So, to answer your question, no. To properly go into detail about why the answer is no. Mostly because it's very tied into backstories of
everything.
Of the kind of overarching everything. But basically, Miyu, the one who from now on, Miyu will be the one who is at Trinity.
Alicia is like hero.
Yeah, and Saito will be the one that
is at Booster.
That's at Booster.
Yes.
To answer a question from later on, yes, she is the principal.
She's the principal. She's the headmaster and also the battling teacher. Kind of like how Lillian is the head of the Suicune house, but also the music teacher, so on and so forth.
So, from now on, like, whenever
that is the distinction that we use IRL, and we would like for you to follow that as well, just so we know who you're talking about, because they both share the first name.
Yeah,
their first names are the same.
Their first name is both Miyu, but regular Miyu has a more complicated last name, and to call them both Miyu is kind of confusing.
And it kind of creeps me out when people do that.
Yeah, because most characters who call her by her first name are usually Styx.
Okay, no, alright, we were doing a test scene, and Saito and Styx were talking, and he called her Miyu, and I said to him, that's so fucking creepy, that's not her name, and you're like, no, that's her name.
No, that's her first name.
No, Saito's her last name. I'm like, oh, that's weird. I don't like that.
Yeah, she got,
I was so creeped out. I was like, bad touch.
And there was not even any bad touches.
No, just, I don't like when he says anything.
Yeah. But, okay, so, basically, Miyu used to be a battler, as we know. Eventually, she got a little bit of a scuffle with her old battling team, and she was replaced by Saito, who then went on to become the new singles battling champion.
Like, kind of in her place, but not really.
Yeah, like they kind of like switched places a little bit.
Yeah.
Like basically once Miyu like disappeared, like she came in and she basically took over and basically just
she sat in the warm spot where she once like sat.
Yeah. Obviously they're very similar, and it's probably you can probably put two and two together on why that is.
Yeah, no, that's
if you think about what species of Pokemon they are, it's not very hard to put two and two together.
Yeah, no.
But so whatever happened there happened, and Miyu disappeared and just went like. Basically was like almost like missing for a couple of years, and then Saito took her place, and like she works with Booster, and then eventually got told, hey, go be
headmaster at the
school and it'll be good. And then I'm not sure where Abram dug her up, but I don't know
how the hell he found her.
But he somehow found Miyu and convinced her to be a battling teacher.
Even though she wanted to be the art teacher.
Yeah, because that's an easy job.
Yeah, she wanted to be the art teacher. And he was like, "No, I'm not gonna." He probably was like, "No, I'm not gonna let you do that. You know, you're
For the record, she did want to be the art teacher.
You know, that was like the first thing that I learned about her when you first came up with the characters, that she wanted to be the art teacher.
Just because that's an easy job.
But yeah, I'd imagine Abram gave her like this big like triumphant speech, and she was like, "Oh, fine, if the pay is good, whatever."
If you pay me and you shut up, I'll be the battling teacher. Okay, it's all right.
Yes. Did your Facebook just go off?
Did my Facebook just go off? No.
Oh, I thought they did.
No,
that was
Facebook
weird.
Not going to go off.
Okay, that was weird.
Okay, so, that's that one. Can't really go into more detail.
Yeah, no. So any questions you answer will probably you'll get slammed with a spoiler shield, probably.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the thing. One thing that we have to make clear about this is that
I didn't even think of
I saw this question and I'm immediately like, oh.
No, I see what we did.
I see where we got confused. All right. So, when GE and RV do their official fights,
they've never fought before.
No, not them together, like at each other, just like in general.
Oh, yeah, but
like,
yeah.
Is it the same kind as a duo battles? Yeah, like all.
Oh shit! I see what we.
First of all, like all the official battles are basically the same format. Like they have basically the same rules, except like sometimes it's single, sometimes it's double.
Yeah.
Like the duo battles are all double, and single battles are always single. Yeah, they have the regular tournaments. Do they fight in fixed fights like in real life, or do they actually fight? They just act
like those tropes. They employ like those tropes when they fight.
Yeah, they're not literally those kinds of wrestlers.
No, but when we were explaining heel wrestlers, we were using real life terminology. But GE just borrows those tropes.
Yeah,
for the character.
She just acts like that when she's acting like her character. They don't follow those rules. Like basically, they're battlers like any other character in the story.
Yes, no, I see why you were confused.
Yeah, I absolutely do. But no, they just fight like regular people.
Yeah, no, and
they fight like anybody else in the story.
Yeah.
That's the long and the short of it. So basically, like, their fights are the same as everybody else's. They follow the same tournament structure because they basically fight the same kind of battles.
Yeah.
But very good question. I'm very glad we got to clear this one up because
I
definitely see where the confusion
I see where you got confused.
So, good thing that we cleared that up.
I should have said she was like a heel wrestler. That was kind of my fault for being like she literally is.
Yeah, but I do. It's why that happened.
Yeah.
All right. Are any of the kids planning to be a duo battling team?
That's a good question.
I don't know if there's anybody who's specifically like, because the thing with like already forming a team is that like it's kind of tough to say like this is gonna be my long time battling partner. Obviously, what we touched upon earlier, Nicholas and Kristen are already.
Yeah, so it's kind of like if they're not already a thing by the start of the story, don't expect that during the story.
Yeah, I don't think there's anybody whose arc is. Honestly, we could do something.
Well, we've never done that.
That might be something that Aiden could do.
Maybe
character writing right here is that he's like actively looking for
a partner,
somebody to be his battling partner.
Well, that would be cute. Yeah.
That would at least be a decent arc for him.
Yeah, no, I think so. Yeah, I think that would be really cute.
So.
Yeah, that works. There we go.
Writing live in life for your entertainment. All right. So, I assume that there's a lot of kids who want to be like I want to do battling.
15 ties into the next question really well.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we'll talk about we'll finish this question for other cases and then we'll move on.
Yeah. No, because I was looking ahead to 16 and I'm like, ooh, yeah. She always asks such good questions.
Yes, very good questions. But there's a lot of kids who definitely are like, I want to get into battling,
but they don't know if they want to do singles division or doubles.
It's kind of up in the air, like what exactly they're gonna do. So we don't have any characters who are like, I'm absolutely gonna do duo battles and this is gonna be my partner. We don't necessarily have that, but we have a lot of people who are like, I definitely want to do battling, and whether or not that's duo battling or just singles, that's up in the air. But like, there's definitely
if there's any character who's already a battler, they're a singles division fighter. Usually junior singles division.
Yeah. And because usually if they already do duos, they're usually paired up with like an older.
Yeah, they're usually paired up with like a parent or so. Like Chrissy and Nicholas are kind of like Damon and Alicia, where like they're both kids, and that's not that common.
No, that's not.
It tends to be a kid and like a more adult figure.
Yeah, just because it's probably easier to get into battling that way if you have somebody who's more experienced with you.
Yeah.
So that would
be more common. Yeah.
That's the thing. Like we there might be people, but like they're not really like set up to like pick their partners. However, I will mention this. We do have a thing planned for at the end of the year, basically in the story, which is a big
tournament.
A big tournament that does do duo battles.
Yes.
So basically, most of the characters are eventually going to have to settle on somebody who
they want to battle with.
They're going to battle with.
9 times out of 10 will probably be their roommate. But...
At least then, yeah, it's going to be like a roommate or like a good friend or like somebody. Like, so that is a thing, but not like for the long term. Like nobody's like. No. At least as of right now, as of the characters that we have right now, there's nobody who's like actively looking for a duo battle partner. They might want to do it in the future, but they might not like. They're not really like, I'm gonna do duo battles with this person unless they already have a partner going in. Possible exception, I guess, being this.
Oh, would you be mad if I said no? Because no, they're not going to battle together anymore.
Here's the thing. There is reason that will be given.
There's a very good explanation as to why. It's more or less circumstance.
Yes. It's more or less circumstance. That's a good way to put it. But the answer is most likely going to be no. And it does factor a lot into Alicia's character arc in Trinity. Because that's kind of like a major thing that she has to
get over
and try to solve. Is that the fact
that she's not going to have Damon anymore with her, and he, let's face it, he's the better battler between the two, and she acknowledges that, but she kind of like acknowledges it a little too hard, and so she kind of doesn't let herself grow because she thinks that she can't get there, kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah, so that's basically her arc. And
should we say who they do battle with? It should be pretty obvious, but like.
Yeah, you should be able to guess.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
It's who you'd think.
Damon and Candace have a battle name.
This is true.
Yeah, they have a team name. Do you want me to reveal it?
This is true. If you so wish.
Candle Fright.
Yes, this is true.
Alicia and Bob kind of have one, but like it's not official yet. I like it though, and you've never come up with anything better.
No, this is true.
Gamble Fridge.
Yes, this is true. Yeah, I guess that's that one then.
If you think of another team name for them, then hit me up because I like that one, but like it could be better.
Yeah.
Candle Fright's great though.
Yes. But yeah, so short answer is probably not.
No.
But I'll never say never, I suppose. Alright, so I'm gonna do once again on the fly editing.
No.
Yeah. Do you want to go into detail on that one?
Kind of, but I wanted to show it to her like more in person than just spring it on her at one point.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out a way to do that.
We kind of sort of retconned a couple things. We didn't mean to do that, but we were like, we wanted like.
Well, see, like the thing is that like we had stuff already in certain places, but we kind of like expanded stuff a little bit. It's not anything that got into the way of like
the actual story,
but
because basically the story as you know it of the boat RP is that, but does she know?
I think she knows.
Okay, so basically Candace and Damon have their vague run-in.
Yes.
She doesn't actually see her though. What we added in is that Candace did actually try to speak with him, and she did successfully get a meeting with him. But Alicia kind of ruined it because she thought that you know.
Basically, what happened is that, like, she just kind of... At first, she doesn't know that Alicia is even a thing.
Yes.
And there's kind of a misunderstanding there. And, yeah, she sets up, you know, another meeting with him. And then it's kind of... It's a misunderstanding on both ends. And it kind of ends in them not really...
It ends in them hating each other.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, that's kind of like the retcon there.
So that's a thing that we added.
We should probably like look at, because we did a test run of it and we were happy with it, and we should probably just send her the log, to be honest.
Or like, yeah, or maybe you could like write it out or something, do something with it.
Yeah, maybe. Oh,
touch it up a little bit.
Imagine me writing, but yeah, no.
Well, you should.
I should.
You should. All right, but that's yeah. Short answer: no.
No.
No. Eventually they will, but no.
Not right now. Because they're both very stubborn.
Yes. We already went over this one.
Yes.
So, okay. This one, we can pretty... This one's pretty simple. Aside from the ones that we already have, how do we feel about multiples of the same Pokemon?
It's fine.
It's fine. My main go-to is that I have...
Bees.
Yeah, I was about to say I have Burgundy and Plot has Renson.
And they're not related at all.
They're not related at all.
As long as we all have like...
And I know that Renson can't evolve into a Vespiquen, but it's fine. As long as...
What are the chances that in this big ensemble cast we're not going to have repeats of Pokemon? Like, there's very little... Like, there's like 60 characters in this total.
Yeah,
there's no way.
Like, at first, like, we were getting to... obviously, like, we had so many things to choose from that it's like, oh, we don't have to have repeats. But, like, at this point, if you're running into, like, man, I really wish I could make... Again, looking at this, like, I could make, like, a Spheal. Like, it's like...
Who cares?
It's alright. Like, we can have another one. Like, we've gotten to the point where we have so many characters that, like, if you were to make one that already exists, it's fine.
It's not the end of the world.
Obviously, we should kind of, especially if it's a character that you don't know too much about, like, it's probably good if you, like, fine-tune it with whoever owns the character just to make sure that they're not, like, they don't have too much overlap.
Yeah, no, that's the one thing.
I think that's the one. That's the one thing that, like,
just to make sure that the two characters
I would advise.
Because, like Renson and Bees are like nothing alike. His backstory doesn't line up
with
hers, and there's
alike.
No way that they're related.
No, they're nothing alike. They're not related.
It is very clear that they're not related.
But see, the thing is that, like, even if you wanted to make them related, that's fine too. But then,
yeah,
like,
no.
But especially then, you should, like, discuss it with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whoever.
Yeah, because
owns the other character.
like, let's just say that you really wanted to make.
I do wonder what you want to make though.
Well,
Assuming this comes from a place where you were like, I really want to make X.
Yeah, like if you wanted to make like a Growlithe or something, I'm like you know, if you wanted to make a character that was like completely unlike Rat, then like go for it. Or like if you wanted to make them related or something, we could probably iron that out. I don't see any issues with that. So yeah, kind of a case by case basis, but not strict.
No, it's definitely not strict, and like in a general sense, I'm fine with it.
Oh yeah,
but it's kind of a case by case basis just to make sure that like we don't do the same thing, especially if it's like if it just happened to be a character where like we didn't mention one thing about them, and then like you're like, I really want to do this thing.
Oh yeah. Because
then we'd probably be like,
the Ixnay.
Yeah, we didn't tell you about this, but.
Do not do that. Yeah.
That's their gimmick. We just hadn't mentioned it yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, so generally it's fine, but before you get in too deep, I suppose.
Yeah.
Do bring it up, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, you got it. Just go wild. All right. Are there any specific rules that come to mind? I don't think we have very strict rules about
no, because like
characters.
you could be like, if you want to make legendaries and like I don't know, like The only thing that would have been weird is like mythics, but like Asha exists and stuff, so it's like I don't know.
Yeah, like see that's the thing is that like
the only thing I would say is don't make like a Mew.
Yeah, like there's
like don't do that.
There's very specific cases like if like I think if we get like usually, and this is a usually situation, I would probably stick with like the lesser legendaries.
Not that Jirachi's all that important anyway.
No, but like I'm talking like not like the super powerful ones like the like I guess like if we start busting out like the Groudons and the Dialgas, it's like we kind of get into like
Deity of Time.
Yeah, it's like
because like they could be like figures that are like worshipped.
Yeah, and like Groudon is like lesser than even, but like yeah, if we start like getting into like the literal the deity territories, like we should probably like maybe at that point like
because like the bagels don't really count, and like the birds
for the record the bagels are the
they're the house
Raikou and Suicune,
we call them the bagels. Sorry,
because it's an old joke of mine
because
where,
like people can't decide if they're cats or dogs or not,
even though they are cats.
I'm fully
convinced that there are supposed to be cats because Raikou's a tiger, Entei's a lion, and Suicune's like a leopard.
Yes, even though apparently they look like dogs. I don't think they look like dogs.
I don't know. I don't think people have seen.
Entei is clearly a saber-toothed tiger. Raikou is what I meant to say. Sorry, the yellow one.
Yes, but yeah, no. But yeah, like usually, like the ones that come in like the trios. Like those, the birds.
Even like the lake trio.
Yuxi Mesprit as Elf. They're like a little bit. I guess they're kind of like slightly higher, but they're fine.
Yeah.
The ones from Generation 5.
What the genies? That would be interesting.
Yeah, the weather ones, and also Terrakion and Cobalion, Virizion, like those.
Oh, they would be fine. What do you
fine.
think of the dragons? Because they're not really that important either in the grand scheme of things.
Reshiram, Zekrom. Actually, we could just like go case by case.
Yeah.
Mewtwo Mew for reasons. No. Ho and Lugia. When you get like. Honestly, I feel like they're kind of like low tier.
Oh, they don't do anything.
Anyways, so like, I'd be alright with that.
I'd be alright with that.
Celebi is kind of a weird situation that like I feel like it has like too much powers.
Yeah, because I wanted to make a Celebi, and Kevin was like, "I wouldn't do that." I'm like, "But they don't like have to time travel. Like that could be like a urban legend or something. And that's not something they can actually do.
Yeah.
Or maybe this one can't, or like."
I know.
Or we just don't bring it up, and he's like, "No, we shouldn't do that." I'm like, "Okay."
But like that's like the one thing it's known for. So like it
also like restores plant life and stuff.
I know, but then you might as well do Shaman, who does the same thing.
You're right. Yeah.
Like if it like as long as their thing isn't like too like broken basically in terms of like story, then like it should generally be fine. Gardevoir or Rayquaza, like
I guess
they're alright. Like, see, I just like that's where I get like my people and my Pokemon mixed up, because like when I think of them, I think of like too big of things. Like they're just like ginormous, like all of them.
Well, I'm trying to think of like the way we handle it in Kai Plus Tay, where we have the Tau trio.
Well, yeah, obviously,
we have,
but they
the birds and Groudon and Kyogre.
Yeah, but they serve more of a like an appropriate purpose. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess so.
Because I mean, they're the leaders of like entire nations, and not like.
And there's one of them. There's only one, and they've lived forever.
And not like you have a Kyogre who's like the janitor.
Yeah, no. So I guess it's really like if it like you like a good way to judge it is if it would sit well with you. If there were multiple one of these things running around.
Yeah, that's
really the criteria.
That's the thing. Is
multiple Zapdos, who cares? Multiple Lugia, who cares?
Yeah.
Multiple Dialga, we've got a problem.
Yeah, because they're kind of like the space time. Again, like I'm trying to think of like all the other legendaries. Like all the Reggies are fine. Latios, like they're fine.
Yeah. You said Shaman was alright.
Yeah, Shaman's alright.
Yeah.
I think like Shaman is like set to be kind of like a rare but like not singular species.
Yeah.
Obviously, Darkrai, Cresselia we have, so that's fine.
Yeah, because they're very low tier.
They're very low tier. I mean, like Dreams is like, Heatran is especially fun because like
It shouldn't even be a legendary.
Yeah, I don't think it even should be a legendary. Regigigas is fine like the other ones.
Yeah, the Reggies are also fine.
Giratina is in the same boat as Palkia Dialga soon.
There should not be multiple Giratinas.
No. Obviously, Fion's fine. If it even counts.
Fion and Manaphy.
Manaphy is like slightly weirder, but it's not impossible. But then like now that we have like Fion here, like Manaphy might.
I would say Manaphy's kind of off limits because it's really important to the lore of his island and stuff. And
yeah, probably like for reasons like we won't take.
Yeah, no, probably
Manaphy.
Don't do Manaphy. You can do a Fion though, and not have him be related to mine, or have him be related to mine. I don't care.
Yeah,
if you really wanted to do that.
Right.
Yeah, Fion's fine.
Victini's fine. I don't even know what Victini's deal is. I don't really remember.
A cheerleader. It's
Yeah.
good luck, I think. I don't remember.
I don't remember, but like it can't be that important.
No.
Arceus is like
No.
It's like a definite no. Like
No.
like
Arceus, damn it, kind of shit. Like that's
Yeah,
like the
like-
deity in which exists. Yeah.
like I feel like I'm already like skirting the. I was skirting the line with Mew, but I can't really go back on that one. But like Arceus is like
No,
it's
because
like,
we tie that into the plot.
yeah, no, because it's very I make it very obvious that like the best thing about being her is that she's the only one.
Yeah, no, she's the only one.
But yeah, no, Arceus is a definite no. I think like that's like no questions asked. Like that one's a no. Gen 5, Reshiram, Zekrom, Kyurem, like, you could do,
I wouldn't be against it.
no.
Because they don't really do anything.
No. See, like, Kyurem is, like, supposed to, like, the original one, at least, like, was supposed to, like, be a big deal, but I guess it's alright. Let's see, what else is there in Gen 5? We already talked about the genies, as you called them.
Yeah.
There's all the horses. Genesect is an interesting case. No. It would have to be tied to very specific backstory. So making a Genesect is kind of tricky business.
That's a really tall order.
I wouldn't recommend that one. Meloetta's fine.
Meloetta's like a mythic for no reason. Like, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah. Meloetta's neat, but
not to diss it, but like
yeah. Am I forgetting a Gen 5 legendary?
There's lots of them.
I did think I have them all though. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to say you do.
Gen 6, Yveltal's Journeys, they're kind of weird.
I would go for no on that.
Yeah, they're like the embodiments of like life and death, like
No, it doesn't sit well with me that there can be multiple of them at the same time.
I feel like that one's kind of pushing it. Zygarde is weird in that like there's known to be multiple of them, like in canon.
Really?
Yeah, because like in Sun and Moon you can just get a million Zygardes and it's no big deal.
Okay, then I guess that's fine.
Like you can get multiple Zygardes in that.
I guess maybe it's because Xerneas and Yveltal, being the embodiment of life and death, live forever, but Zygarde is balanced, so it dies. So that's why there's multiple.
Yeah, I guess
of
like
it,
it like comes back whenever it's needed. I guess.
If you wanted to.
You could go with that. I don't know why you would necessarily want to make
A
Zygarde, but I mean, if you wanted to, you could. I feel like that one would be okay.
Yeah.
Diancie, sure. Volcanion, sure. Hoopa's kind of weird.
I would say no on Hoopa.
Yeah, Hoopa's like.
I would say no.
Yeah. I feel like
it's like an evil fucking genie.
It's like with Celebi, where like its thing is like its powers are too great.
Like you have hoops that can like the hand thing Zahando into like no.
Yeah,
JoJo's
like you can't.
Adventure.
Yeah. Which is why I wasn't like it. Just like opens portals to like other dimensions to like let shit in. Like that's weird.
No.
Gen 7. There's multiple Solgaleo Lunala, so that would be fun.
Yeah, that would be fine.
Necrozma, I guess, similar thing.
It's an Ultra Beast.
Necrozma's in a weird spot. And
it's an Ultra Beast.
And about the Ultra Beast, like, they're
weird.
They're weird situations. Like, I don't know how you would work them in the backstory. Like, how their backstory would work. Like, would they be alien? I don't know. That's just weird. I feel like that's not, like, you can't do it.
But it's like, I would like to see you try.
It'd be weird.
Yeah.
It'd be weird. That's all I'll say.
Is Magearna Gen 7?
Yeah, it is Gen 7.
No.
Yeah, you have specific reasons.
You absolutely can't do that. Just
okay.
Trust me on that.
Alright. And then Gen 8, which has
Oh, was Marshadow Gen 7 or Gen 8?
Marshadow was Gen 7.
Oh, okay, Marshadow's fine.
Marshadow's fine.
Marshadow's fine.
And so is
I was gonna make a Marshadow at one point.
Oh, interesting. But so is Lightning Tony the Tiger, not to be confused with Fire Tony the Tiger, which we already used.
Tony the Toger.
Tony the Tiger.
From cereal.
From cereal. No, from pasta.
What, Zora Aura or something?
Zora Aura. The thing that you might not even remember exists because...
It's like anime only borderline.
It has the curse of being the final mythic released for a generation in that, like, it's exists
Gen 8?
It's Gen 7.
It's Gen 7? Oh.
It gets released for like 2 seconds, like when people already like...
What to say, is that a Gen 8 Pokemon? Like,
No.
should we not talk about Gen 8 Pokemon?
No, there's only one Gen 8 mythic and they're only like just announcing it.
Yeah, I don't know what it is off the top of my head.
The Sandstorm.
Ah, yeah, no,
Yeah.
No.
Which I'm just looking at the thing. I'm like, I don't even know why it's a mythic because it's just.
Who cares?
Yeah, but yeah. I guess if you happen to know about that one.
Gen Alola Gen 6. No, 7.
That's 7.
7. We forgot the Tapus.
Oh yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah, but we already Cherry already made one of those. I think we were gonna all make one, and I don't think that ever happened.
No, you're gonna make a Tapu Bulu at one point.
What?
You're gonna make a Tapu Bulu?
Oh, was that?
You were gonna do that at one point. But that was the one that you picked.
Mine?
That was the one that you were gonna pick.
I thought you.
And I think Plot was gonna pick the one that's the water one, and she was gonna take the other one. That's what I remember.
I thought she made Bulu though.
Oh, then you picked. I think you wanted Bulu, but you didn't get it.
I don't. We'll have to look into that one. But the point is, they're fine.
The Tapus are fine.
Obviously, they're fine. I even forgot that they existed.
Yeah, no, because I was thinking about legendaries that we didn't mention.
Type Null Silver?
No.
No. They're just too weird.
No, because that's like a Mewtwo Genesect.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're like. Actually, no. They're literally like kind of like a Mewtwo.
Yes.
Like
it's a Chimera.
Yeah, made to be.
Quite literally, yeah.
Made to be, God.
Yeah. So no, absolutely not. I mean, unless you wanted to fit it in somehow, I guess. But like,
yeah, like, see, that's the thing. Like, if you have for I guess Silvally and Genesect
specifically. Because okay, to get into Magearna, if you're not aware, that also was a man-made construct Pokemon. And it's my idea. I'm doing something with that, so you can. Okay. Yeah. That's all I'm saying on doing something with it.
She has dibs on that.
Yeah, I called dibs. Sorry.
Okay. So, like, you can do those, but like, we'll have to clear that one for the backstory, basically.
Yeah.
See if it makes sense. We could definitely work something with that. So basically, most things aren't off limits, except for very specific cases. As long as, like, if their power scale is too big, then probably no. But as long as you have your ordinary household can shoot lots of fire legendary, then you're probably A-okay.
Yeah, no. So again, just the question that I
or can make hot water.
Yeah, my fucking kettle can do that.
Good job, Volcanion. You're such a good method.
Volcanion and Heatran are like fucking roommates, like in the useless pile.
They're the same thing, but at least Volcanion has an interesting type.
Yeah.
Not that you ever get to use it.
No,
But yeah.
Ooh, hot water.
Ooh.
Next, you're going to show me your neat party trick of making steam.
Ooh. I think, yeah, that's literally its party trick, because it's the signature move a steam eruption. That's
yeah, exactly. That was my joke. Thank you for coming to my joke.
Ooh, be very scared of me, because I'm a tiger, and I will punch you with electricity. Ooh.
I look like something somebody designed on DeviantArt. No slam against
DeviantArt.
DeviantArt.
Says us. Who've made these characters based on something we found on DeviantArt. Oops. Anyways, yeah. Right. So, other than the legendary role, is there any specific things that we should keep in mind? No. I'd say no.
No, other than legendaries.
Not really. Exactly. As long as we just like keep in like the usual age range and
barring unforeseen circumstances, kind of like if a character's younger than usual, if you have a good excuse.
Again, like as long as you have a good excuse.
Yeah, no, and we're not like picky.
No, so like I don't think. I also don't know what rules you're exactly referring to. So if you have like a specific rule that you're like wondering about, do ask an extra question. But mostly, I can't really think of anything. So
no,
I'll probably.
So I think maybe she's wondering if students can only be normal Pokemon, barring Asha, of course, because she was an import.
Yeah.
And then if teachers have to be legendary, no, whatever.
No. I mean, we've had teachers be both things.
Yeah, exactly. So it's fine. It literally doesn't matter.
Nope. All right. Anyways, do we have a complete list of Trinity teachers?
Yes. Well, I mean, for ones we have right now.
We have a complete list of teachers we have right now, but we don't have a list of teachers for like every class as a teacher. So no, especially with the new astronomy class,
should we add the other classes that we want to? Should we add those too? Yeah, because we wanted a botany class because we wanted something to do with the greenhouse, and I wanted to make a pottery class.
Yes, so that will be 3 extra teachers plus the 2 that we were already missing. So clearly, we'll just have to do Espeon, Umbreon, Leafeon, Glaceon, and Sylveon.
I'll take Umbreon. Sylveon is the health teacher.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess we'll add the other 4, and then we'll have one where we're like.
We'll make Nolveon the ghost type evolution that doesn't exist. Where I'm kidding.
No, that would be Oblivion.
Oblivion, that's it. I'm like, no, there's a better pun. I can't think of what it is.
But yeah. Well, we definitely could do that.
Yes.
I definitely.
No, I joked about Fakemon, but I was like, I guess you could do Fakemon actually. I joked about Oblivion.
No, probably not.
No.
I'd say no, but I mean, if you and Plot were really like all for that idea, then I would be like, oh, I mean, I can't really say no.
No, probably don't do that.
No, I'd probably. For all you know, the characters that we say are Gen 8 stuff are just fake.
I mean, fucking honestly, just when we can tell them anything.
Yes.
We have too much power.
Yes, but what I was trying to say is that I did want to make 2 teachers because I have 1 teacher and all of you have at least 4. But I might do 3 then if we have that extra amount of classes, and I'll let you guys fight over what remains.
Yes.
But yeah, we don't have a full list. Once we do, we will make a video on that one, I suppose.
Yes.
All right.
And the next question is, can we have an astronomy class? To which we said yes.
Yes, we said yes. So we're gonna skip that one. All right.
Okay, this is my bad again. I forgot that you knew.
Yeah.
I genuinely forgot.
That's basically like the first thing I said. I'm like, oh, I thought that like.
I forgot you knew.
Yeah. So that's all still true.
That's all still
Everything
true.
that you read is still true, and I think. So basically, everything that you've learned from that is accurate.
Is still accurate.
And everything that you learned from the demo video is also accurate. It's just that like.
I just didn't talk about it.
No, we didn't talk about that.
Because I forgot that I had told you that.
Yes. But that is all still true.
Yes.
So, no, that hasn't changed.
He still thinks that.
Yeah.
He goes into the story still thinking that. That's something he very firmly believes.
Yes. And what about his general feelings about her?
He still thinks that she's like...
He's still very strongly attached to her.
No, he still like worships her. Like that's still his thing.
So nothing has changed.
No, their dynamic is still the same. It's just Alicia's just slightly more annoyed at him, I guess.
Yeah. Okay, well, I guess that answers that question. Because we've already been going for almost an hour and a half, so I think we should not rush through these remaining ones, but at least like if we don't have to dwell on them, we shouldn't.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
I'll be really, really honest with you. I don't think about what his dad is doing because it doesn't matter.
No.
I don't spare a thought for that at all because it's not relevant. It doesn't matter. His mom, however, yes.
Yeah, this is true.
She's aware.
Okay. Speaking of being aware, the answer is yes.
Yes.
Oh no, I think everybody's.
Everybody knows.
I think
the only person who doesn't
knows.
know is Cedric because he's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, but everybody else, yeah, they know. They know. That's no secret. Again, we joked. Like I joked in the past that in like shortly after divorces happened, Candace and Cecilia got to hang out because mom and her dad were.
They were temporarily sisters for a while.
Yeah.
They still act like sisters, so it's not all that weird.
Yeah. For this question though, is she aware of that? No. Because
And I forgot she knew about that because I was thinking of like we skirted around it in Jorandra's video that we did today.
We actually didn't mention that at all.
Because no, we didn't mention what Jorandra's relationship is like with her actual employer.
Mm-hmm.
No, we didn't even broach that topic.
Well, I mean, because I was like, what her relationship? No.
No.
There's none. No.
She just works there.
Yeah. Yeah, but no, Candace does not know. If she would, I think the house would have been burnt down by now because she would not take that sitting down.
No, she would kill him. Yeah. She would literally. I'm not kidding. She would fucking kill him.
But yeah, no, she does not know, and that's probably for
the best.
Yeah. So otherwise, where else is she gonna live, and where else is she gonna be employed?
Yeah, no.
But
so it's a shame, but no, she has no idea.
No, she. There is one person who knows.
What he did?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe. We'll have to talk about that off screen.
Yeah, no.
I guess I remember stuff that you might not.
Yeah, but, no, well, my memory's shit.
Yeah. But, no. Candace is not aware. Let's leave it at that. Okay.
You didn't miss it. I didn't tell you.
Yes.
And I was hoping that you wouldn't notice, and I knew you meant Candace, but I just thought Candace, Amanita, and Burgundy was funny.
Oh, no, you meant, hold on. No, this is what you meant.
Cecilia. No, I knew what you meant, but just to be funny.
Yeah.
I didn't.
No, but you said, I knew you meant Candace, so you...
Oh, I knew you meant Cecilia.
Yeah. So you messed up too. It's alright, we all make mistakes.
Yes. Some more than others. Me.
Yes.
You're supposed to agree with me.
I'll agree with her damn well, please, Caitlin.
But no, that's not you. That's because I didn't tell you, and you can't. I don't think I can tell you.
No,
that's not for right now, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, but there is a good reason.
There's a very good reason, and it's a big part of Cecilia's backstory, and I can't talk about that.
No, we'll leave it at that. It has to do with Cecilia's backstory.
Yes.
And I guess that's it. Okay.
Do we have any questions?
Oh my
god, we had a couple burning questions at one point, but I can't remember.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it always gets to that. You know what? Tell you what. For now, we're gonna say no.
Yeah.
But
if that changes, we're
gonna think about it, and we're gonna make a video. Or basically, we do the same thing, but in reverse. We just ask you a bunch of questions, and then you could just get back to us whenever with the answers. So
yeah, because a lot of my questions would be like, how would X character think about this, or how would Y character interact with this character?
Yeah, exactly. So like, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna like just call it a night right now because it's 2:14 in the morning.
Yes.
Because
she planned me other stuff too that we're probably gonna have to talk about later. But this was the big thing I wanted to get out of the way.
Well, obviously, but we will get to the other things right now. But we wanted to just get this out as soon as we could. Hopefully, you can catch this the same day that we posted that you asked us these questions.
Yes, that would be really sick.
Lightning fast.
Also, thank you for the birthday wish, by the way, and thank you for the art that you sent me. It was God tier. Like, it's so good.
It was. I only saw it for like 2 seconds because then we went to go record this video, but it was very good.
Yes. I'm very pleased with the designs that you gave me. I'm very happy with the Parthenope. I always say her name wrong, and now I forget how to say it. Parthenope art was really, really good. Really, really pleased with that. Really happy with that.
But yes, we are going to call the video an hour and 25 minutes. So that's
about the usual runtime for these.
Yeah, that's it.
And then we'll get Plot in here whenever he has free time to answer his questions.
Yeah, but that'll have to. Yes. That'll probably be a few days at least because he was.
He's
busy
doing
the next
stuff.
couple days. So that's gonna be it for now. Send us more questions, and we will.
We really love doing these.
Yeah, we will continue to answer them to the best of our abilities, and continue to answer plots to the worst of our abilities. So, all right. This was a long one, but I hope that you enjoyed it. So, see you next time.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.